Hi, my name's Ethan Lawrence.
This is Jesse Leach from Killswitch Engage.
Hi, I'm Scotty Wartooth.
Hi, my name's Sean Smith.
Hi, my name is Desha Kiva.
This is Ryan McCombs from the band Soil.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Waiting Cage and Last LaRue.
Hi, this is Thijs from Cobra The Impaler. I had an amazing chat with Tom and Jamie from Chronicles of Podcast. Our album is actually out today. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 133rd edition of the Chronicles of Podcast. And these right here are the Chronicles of Cobra The Impaler. It is I, Jamie, and joining me as always this week is this handsome fella right here.
Tom. Oh yeah. It's me. I think it's me. Shall we just... What's wrong?
I'll just check in it's you. It's definitely.
Oh, sorry. My laptop fucked up while you were doing the intro, so I was like, am I in time? Hence why I was sat here going, hit it!
Ladies and gentlemen, this week we are bringing you a very special guest. This week's guest is the King Cobra himself. He is joining us to talk all about his upcoming second album, Karma Collision, released May 31st. This week we are joined by guitarist Thijs De Cloedt. Fuck that, I know I did. As we are bringing you the Chronicles of Cobra The Impaler.
Hi, guys. Thanks so much for pronouncing my name quite good. I'm actually surprised.
Hey, I thought, fuck that. Yes.
Well done, well done.
So I know before, obviously, Jamie had internet issues, but and I've already asked this off air, but how's your Thursday been? Have you had a good day? Are you all good? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm really good, actually. Yeah, we're doing a lot of promotion for the upcoming release, and yeah, I'm enjoying myself and rehearsing a lot to prepare for shows. So yeah, quite busy.
That's what we like.
We love it.
So, what we like to do on the show
Jamie's
is...
done again.
What? Don't say that. Have I gone?
You did, but go on.
Oh.
You're back. It's
Scaring
fine.
me.
You're back. Don't worry. You're back. It's all good.
So, what we like to do on this show, we like to take things right back to the start for you. So, take us back to the days of your youth. What did you want to be when you were growing up?
Actually, I always wanted to be like a designer because I always liked drawing a lot as a kid, and I kind of made my profession out of it. So that's my main job is being a graphic designer, and yeah, I also do it for my bands, which is nice to combine. It's because it's not easy to combine a full-time job with being in an ambitious band. So being a designer, it's perfect combination.
That's awesome. I love that. I know we're jumping all over the place here, but doing that, was there ever a thought in your head like, I want to keep the two completely separate. Let's have my day job and what I do outside. Or were you from the start like, nah, I could draw. I'm doing all my artwork.
Yeah. No, at the beginning, I always tried to keep it separated because I wanted to, when I was drawing, have a full focus on that, and when I was doing music, have a full focus on being a guitarist. But both worlds grew together, came together more and more along the way, and I finally ended up, when I started Cobra The Impaler, was like, I think my artwork kind of matches the style of the band because I didn't want to force myself into being the artist or the graphic designer. But for some reason, it's nice having a combination of both. Making the music and making the artwork is like one solid graphical and musical identity.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way to put it. I saw the Bret Hart and the Hulk Hogan where he's pulling his nose. It's phenomenal. I saw that on your Instagram, I think. That is unbelievable. I loved it. Absolutely incredible.
Okay, cool, nice.
So, where did the love of music come from then? In the first, was it influence from parents, or was it just something you stumbled across yourself?
The music. What's your question? Can you repeat the question?
The love of music, obviously growing up. Like, did you stumble across all that yourself, or was it influence from parents? Or
I think it was my dad had a big part in it because even when I was like 11 and 12 years old, I went to like big open air festivals.
Amazing.
Seeing a lot of great bands, and I think the band that draw a lot of attention to me or pulled me towards more heavy stuff was actually the Pixies.
Oh,
So yeah, when I saw them, because I was like 11 or 12, and they were touring with that album called Trompe le Monde, which is a quite heavy album that I still like a lot. And they were really, really, really heavy. Like the volume was insane back in the days. Yeah, there was no sound limits, which was awesome.
oh yeah.
Well, despite my damaged ears, I enjoyed it. But no, it's yeah, the Pixies, and then kept on going to those festivals, and then seeing Metallica with the Black Album, and yeah, seeing Aerosmith would Get a Grip, and then
Oh.
really starts enjoying all those bands, and then went downhill from there, I guess, and moved on to Iron Maiden, then went to Slayer, then went to. I don't know what happened. My laptop just died.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like dead. I can't. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. So I had to rush off to my other computer, which I'm glad to have. Do you want to start over or keep on going?
Yes, you mentioned we'll do a SpongeBob 5 minutes later thing or something in the middle.
Sounds really good. It's perfect.
A few minutes later.
So you mentioned Iron Maiden, then we lost you.
Yeah, always the case with Iron Maiden. Fucking Iron Maiden. I hate that band. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. I love Maiden. Yeah, that was when I went to a lot of festivals with my dad, and then saw Metallica, then went Iron Maiden, Slayer, and then it became darker and darker with death metal and black metal, and then started playing in a lot of bands, which I'm still enjoying today. So yeah.
No, it's incredible. I mean, was there much of a scene in Belgium at the time?
Yeah, there actually always were like quite a lot of bands and a lot of cool festivals, like mainstream festivals, but also a lot of metal festivals. So yeah, it's a nice place to grow up actually.
Yeah, I used to live in Germany years ago.
Okay, yeah.
I've driven through your country a few times. It's stunning. I used to go through like the Netherlands, sorry, Belgium, go through France and stuff. Yeah, absolutely stunning. I love Europe. I can't believe that we've left you.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah, it's a pity actually.
Yeah, we miss you. So we're hoping that one day, maybe down the line, we can reconnect.
Well, maybe because of global warming, the North Sea will be gone, and then we can just drive around.
Exactly.
one big country.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
So, what was it that made you want to become a guitarist? Particular, was it a particular performer or a song, or what was it?
Oh Jesus, that's there's not I can't name one artist that made me play guitar, but there's a few that's, I mean, especially the 90s. I really like Pearl Jam and Nirvana. Also, the intensity of their performance had so much appeal, not only to me but to the entire world. And then a lot of the heavy bands like Iron Maiden, Pantera, Dimebag Darrell was like a huge inspiration. Not only his playing, but the way he was as a person and the way he performed, and I love that. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard a bad word said about Dimebag.
Yeah, I think that's impossible. Yeah.
So, talking about Cobra The Impaler, then the band first released music in 2021, I believe it was. But how long before then did it all get started?
Well, yeah, I had that idea to do something like Cobra for a while, and I was just like writing music, like gathering. I had like a folder full of riffs and ideas, and then talking to Dirk Verburen, who's a friend of mine, who was like, the idea became more and more of something solid, and then we just started sending him demos, and it's but for quite a while actually. Also in COVID, I also recorded the album, a lot of it before Corona, but then it was not a good idea to release an album mid the pandemic. So that's why we postponed it until 2021. But yeah, actually a few years before, I already was working on stuff.
Because all the members have come from different bands. Is that correct? And you formed some sort of supergroup powerhouse.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, it's especially for me I did all guitars and bass on the first album. And I was like, one of the two, because we have two singers, obviously, one who plays bass, and then the other is just the main front guy. But I was like, I really had something more Alice in Changey in mind, and not to go too heavy vocal-wise. Like, it's because I really love extreme music, death metal and black metal, but vocals often are quite limited. And so I was like, looking for singers who kind of had the perfect voice to create what I envisioned musically, and that wasn't easy. But I found the right guys. I started off with Michele, who is the main songwriter for vocal parts, and then when we started recording, we were like, this is maybe too clean and should be a bit more heavy, and then we started looking for singers and stumbled upon Manuel, who's the other singer, and he has like a great, strong, powerful voice, adding like the right amount of power, because I like clean singing, but it was never. I always also wanted to avoid to become too clean and too. It's not that it's not pussy metal. It's not Dream Theater, but it has to be powerful and and I like Dream Theater. not that I don't like them, but I don't want to. It has to be more powerful. And also like a lot of the vocal harmonies. Like what Alice in Chains is really great in that duo singing. I absolutely love it. The way the layer of musicality that they put on top of all those great guitarists is absolutely added value. So yeah.
I'll do it. Because obviously you're saying being in bands before. What inspired you to start this band? Because obviously you said you had the idea for it. What was the inspiration and the idea for it originally?
Well, actually, I started off in really, sub-genre bands. Like I played Aborted for around about 8 years and loved that. But then having a broad taste of music. Then played in a rock band who was more like I don't know, more based on classic stuff, like Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple. And I'd be having a broad taste. I was like, I'm kind of done choosing like either like a genre or a niche or sub-genre. So like I maybe just like, let's try to combine stuff, And there's other bands like Opeth and Mastodon and Gojira and Baroness that are really successful in combining genres and like who broaden the boundaries or the limitation of metal music, which I think is great. It is these days, people in general that go to metal shows, festivals and all, they are more open-minded than what they used to be in the 90s.
Yes.
Like when you went to a black metal show back in the 90s, when you didn't have long hair, you were like, what the hell is he doing here? What a wimp.
He has no spikes on his clothes. Get out of here.
And that changed a lot. And I think that's the way to go. It's great. So yeah, then for me it's what I like about this band is that we're not limited because we want to be a death metal band or a black metal band. So yeah, that's the reason why we're doing this.
That's amazing. I like to ask this. I know this question gets asked a lot, but I like to ask because I'm always intrigued by what came first. But the name Cobra the Impaler, what led you to be calling the band that, and what did you have originally?
I think I had no alternative as a name. It was like a name that's I don't know actually where it came from. It just popped into my head. It's for me some sort of super villain or superhero kind of character, like for example Conan the Barbarian. It's I didn't really put much thought in it. I think it sounds great, and a lot of people are intrigued by that name, although it's nothing special, nothing original, but it has a certain ring to it, and it kind of, he's like, could be the ambassador for what this band is about, which is important in a band name.
Yes, and I mean, is he going to be the new Eddie?
Potentially, yeah.
That would be fucking cool. Just
No, because
like God.
yes, yeah. No, because I'm such a big fan of those Iron Maiden records from the 80s. That's amazing stuff. Also Megadeth, that Vic Rattlehead or something. He has a name. The
Rattlebones, I think it is. Vic Rattlebones.
Rattleheads, I think.
Like I don't know.
Yeah. Also great. I mean, if you see, if growing up and having like Rust in Peace on vinyl or Somewhere in Time from Iron Maiden, that's so amazing. And I was like, yeah, I also want to have something like that. So that's why I also stick to in the style of the artwork, kind of stick to it. You know, I think that's great to have like that's visual identity, like all those great bands in the 80s had.
Yeah. That's what I love. Like, my favorite band in the world is Kiss, so I love that visual thing to hang on to. It just adds that extra layer.
Absolutely, yeah. I love their artwork. All their first albums is so amazing. Yeah. Great bands.
So, before we talk about the latest record, I just want to talk about like the creative process to the band. Are you guys lyrics then music, or music then lyrics, or is it just however it happens?
No, there's the way that we wrote this album is basically the same way we did for the first one. I didn't really want to change it because it seemed to work. So never change a winning way of working, I would say. And I basically write music, the demo, and I make demos, put the songs together, like roughly, but like a first full version of a song, and then send it over to both our singers, and then they come up with vocal lines, and then send it back to me, and then we go back and forth a bit to tweak the arrangements. But it's, for me, it's also really great because for me, it's always a surprise what the vocalist will come up with, and because I can sometimes write a song that's really heavy, and then for me it's like, oh yeah, this is even on the verge of or close to Morbid Angel, great. And then they send me back the song like, what the hell? Why didn't sing like ABBA on this? But that seems to work, and I love it, you know. So it's and then I give feedback like, this could be more heavy, or this can even be more Freddie Mercury, as far as I'm concerned. But it's I don't know, it kind of works out for us this way.
So do you know if their lyrics are then story based around the whole Cobra the Impaler type thing, or they have more personal lyrics for the songs?
Yeah, it's also something that we go back and forth about a bit. It's there is some concepts in the album. It's not a concept album, but there's always like an overlapping theme or an idea that it's not random stuff.
Okay. I suppose if you can't really sing about something you don't really believe in, that makes sense. Like, you have to believe in the project to believe in what you're singing. Otherwise, I don't think it really works.
Yeah, no. It has to come from the heart, everything. Otherwise, it's just something that you put together, and people won't buy it, I guess.
Very true. So let's talk about Karma Collision. The record comes out May 31st, very close now. You've released a single off the record in The Message. What was the reception like to the single when it came out?
Yeah, quite good actually. It's actually our manager who chose that song. It was something that we didn't expect. It was like, maybe pick this song, and we were like, really? You think so? And he was like, yeah. It's like pedal to the metal. It's like straightforward, and actually, it's really worked well having this one to open the this album campaign with, because it's just like straightforward, and it starts off with guitar solo, and so it's just a good way to kick everything off, I guess.
Yeah, because Season of the Savage came out as well, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, do you struggle with what to release as singles? Because obviously there's a Spotify generation now, isn't there, where it's like people will take it in and go, cool, what's next? Take it in, cool, what's next? So you kind of want to be like, this is what the album's going to sound like, and we want to draw people in, so let's, give them the bangers.
Yeah, that's something that we actually keep in mind, but it's always guesswork, I would say, when it comes down to Spotify and the way that people listen to music online. It's like all instant, and everything has to go fast. So it's we for us, the main reason to or the motivation to pick a song is mainly because like these are great ambassadors for the album, or what the album stand for. So it's songs that all of us feel, and that are also quite instant, because if you would do like really proggy difficult songs, people would probably don't even bother listening longer than 5 seconds, so we keep it in mind a bit, but I wouldn't say that it's totally decided based on behavior that people have online.
Are you excited to release it, by the way?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Really happy to get it, to share it with the world. Yeah.
So what makes this record stand out against Colossal Gods, the last record?
I think it's I would say we've grown as a band for sure, in songwriting, in guitar parts, in vocal lines. Lyrics are better. I think it's a bit more of everything. So I think we mainly grew as a band. That's the difference, but it's a nice follow-up. It's not that it's like that we took a different route, or that it's like completely different. It's in the still vein, in the vein of the first album, but yeah, I think a bit more of everything, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You've had a lineup change since the last record as well, because you mentioned Dirk before, but you've got Ace in the band now on drums. Did he bring anything different to this record, comparing it to the last one?
Well, actually, Ace, he's a friend of mine for years. I know him for like forever, and he was actually the producer of the first album. He produced Lost of Gods. Yeah. So he's like a drummer and then a producer, which is great to have in the bands. And so he was like already really strongly connected to what this band is about, and he had lost a big hand in sound, but also in arrangements with the first album. And then Dirk is obviously playing in Megadeth, so why the hell would he move back to Belgium to play in this? It would be insane. So, and that's something that I knew from the beginning, that Dirk, we know each other from playing in Aborted years back, and so I know it was like a one-off thing. I could have asked him again, but then I have to find a drummer to play the songs live. I've tried a few guys, and then I was like, Ace, maybe you should give it a shot. You're a really good drummer. He's like, yeah, but I'm not maybe the most metal drummer around. But he's so good, and he's like so driven and everything, that he absolutely nailed it. And then having a solid live lineup, it was like a no-brainer to record this album with the guys.
Yeah. I
think like moving back to Dirk and stepping away from Ace would have been a really weird choice. And he absolutely nailed it. I'm beyond happy with with his drum parts on this album. I think it's absolutely great.
Was there a lot more collaboration in making this album then, as you said, bringing in the touring band instead of just yourself and Dirk?
Yeah, some more. It's we didn't have that much time to record everything. I had a lot of ideas that I had before we started the summer tour, but then after the tour in September, we were like, oh shit, we really need to start finishing this album, and we had until the end of January. So it was like, for us, that seems like a lot, 4 months, but it was quite a lot of work to make this to record this album. It was like an insane amount of work to record all the vocal lines, to work out all the vocal stuff, and to record everything. Everything is quad tracked, all guitar parts. So that's like, it's quite technical. So that's not the most easy thing to do. But I'm happy with the results. So there was more of it was good to have everyone around me. So it was really nice to throw ideas around and to have fresh opinions on ideas and stuff. So yeah,
it's too easy now for people to stay at home and go, I'll just send you my bits. I'll just send you them over the internet, and you can just have them. And I'm just gonna chill. So I think
exactly.
It's always nice to have that collaboration when you're all together. I think like it just makes an album even better because you're all bouncing off each other and that sort of thing. The album is phenomenal, by the way. Absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely loved it. For me, Magnetic X is one of the best. Is one of my favorites on there, with Godless Beyond It and The Fountain. But with track listing, do you struggle onto where to put what song? Like, is it like, oh, we should have this first because it opens up and it like brings everybody in? It's like, boom, here we go. We'll put this bit lower down. Do like people? Is it quite difficult to set a track listing up for the album?
No, I don't think it was that difficult. I was like, it's something that we decided at the very, very end of finishing the album, was like, oh yeah, shit, track list. Oh fuck. When the record label were like, oh yeah, can you send me the track list? The hell. And then I was like, I actually don't know. And it was like Michele, our singer, who was like, I'm like, do you have a suggestion? And he sent me a suggestion. I was like, yeah, this works. This is like actually perfect. And then like hearing it back now and then, I'm like, yeah, it's I think it's the best track lists. I mean, hearing the songs and the way it flows into each other, it all makes sense. So yeah, happy with his suggestion.
Yeah, it does flow beautifully. Like I said, as just to copy what Tom said, the album is fantastic. Like, I really enjoyed Magnetic X as well. And the message, I completely agree with your record guide. That is a great single song to release. It's fantastic. What songs on the record stand out to yourself?
I really like Godless Beyonder. That's the second track on the album, because it's just like, yeah, it's really technical, it's really riff based, but being a guitar player myself, it's a song that I really enjoy. But also the vocal lines are something that's, I mean, I never expected the guys to come up with those vocal lines, because it's difficult. There's so much going on guitar wise, and sometimes they were like replying to me, there's no room for us. What the hell? Because there's so much going on guitars. And I'm like, yeah, that's your problem, mate. It's not my problem.
Stop showing off, Taze. We want to sing.
Yeah. So and then they managed to wrote stuff on it, and I think it's absolutely great. The vocals on that song. It's strong melodies on really technical guitar stuff. So yeah. And then another song that I also like, it's the second last song, it's the Assassins of the Vision, because it's like more dark and more heavy. It's not as technical as the other ones, but it's just, I like the mood in that song. It has a certain atmosphere that I enjoy, and we played it on a PA rehearsal like yesterday, and it works really well live.
Amazing. I was literally just about to say, is there any particular songs you're really looking forward to playing live if you haven't already played them?
Yeah, actually, Assassins of the Vision is one of my favorites to play live.
So, one thing we love to discuss with musicians on this show is music videos, because we get a mixed bag. People like, I fucking hate making music videos, and other people are, I love it. It's a great day out. What about yourself? Are you a fan or no?
I don't mind videos. Actually, growing up, watching Headbangers Ball, it was a big thing back in the day. So it's like, I can't say, I have to say I love videos, because seeing God of Emptiness from Morbid Angel or Heartwork from Caucus, that's all good stuff. And it was the way there was an amazing introduction to bands. So in that way, I still like videos it's a good way to present your bands in the way you portray your music. Or yeah, I think it kind of works. I like it.
I mean, because obviously,
Although I have to,
go on.
sorry?
Know what you're saying?
Although I don't watch video clips myself anymore
Okay.
these days. Rarely that I've checked out videos from other bands.
That used to be like my days growing up. Before I went to school and when I came back, all I used to do is watch music videos all day, every day. They used to be huge back in the day. Everyone used to live for them. Now, I think, I don't know if it's an attention span thing. I don't know if technology's evolved further and people want to watch shorter clips now. But I think a lot of people don't really seem to watch them anymore. So, I mean, in regards to, obviously, with Cobra, would you do full on, set the scene, let's write a story, let's make a whole thing out of it? Or would you just smash lyric videos out?
We used to do, like, I think we made 4 videos for the first album. The first of that videos was one that I made. It was like an animation. It was like a motion design.
Oh, awesome.
The song Blood Eye. And then we're actually these days with the new album also having that discussion also with our manager, like, should we invest a lot of money in making videos? Is it worth it? Because the main thing that you want to do is sell your people and introduce yourself or introduce your bands to like a crowd wherever they are online. And so yeah, that's something that is an ongoing process. We're still undecisive on yay or nay on videos, They have to be content, but we're also doubting the length of the contents.
Yeah,
maybe it's more smart to have a really awesome 30 seconds teaser of each song than have like 2 or 3 long full video clips for a few songs.
Because your songs are not short.
No, because we always work with the same guy who makes all our videos, and he's like, guys, 7 minutes, really? Oh yeah, always saying stuff. Never a 3-minute punk rock song, never. At least not on my watch.
Yeah. Mind you, your songs don't feel long, if that makes sense. It's like it gets in and go, oh, that's 6 minutes already. Holy shit, where's that gone? So,
yeah, no, true. I love long songs. I mean, like even Neil Young, Led Zeppelin, all those, Deep Purple. They probably would have kicked your ass when you say they have a 3-minute song back in the day. So amazing. And it's like radio unfriendly, which also makes it cool in a way. Not the smartest move, I guess.
I don't know how much you can talk about it, but we'll soon find out. Obviously, you're playing Arctangent here in August. Are there going to be any album release shows that we're allowed to talk about?
Not decided yet, but we're definitely trying to do more stuff in the UK for sure. So it is happening. I just don't know. I don't have any exact dates yet, but we are definitely. We did Arctangent last year, also Bloodstock, and that wasn't amazing. We all love the UK, so it's definitely a country that we want to play. And actually, Jamie, our guitar player, he is from the UK, but based in Belgium, so. That also gives a bit of a connection to the UK,
Yeah, it's great that he managed to get out, lucky bastard. yeah. He's free. We're still trying to fight our way out ourselves, so yeah, we'll be joining you with that. I fucking love Europe.
Digging another tunnel.
That's how he gets back as well. Just digging his way back in.
Yeah, he just goes back and forth.
But we probably should mention as well, and we've got you here today. I know we're here to talk about Cobra, but you have got another band in Predatory Void. Is there anything going on with Predatory Void that you can talk about?
We're writing new stuff and also doing some festivals in Europe this summer. But yeah, for the moment it's quite calm because Leonard, the other guitarist who plays in Amun Ra, is touring in the States right now. Should be back soon, and then we start working on new stuff again.
Amazing. So what I like to do is, because there might be people listening to this interview and going, I don't really know Cobra the Impaler, but I'm liking the sound of this guy. I want to go check out some of their music. What's maybe like 2 or 3 songs you'd suggest people check out to get a real feel for what you guys do?
I would recommend Scorched Earth from the first album. That's like a good song to get introduced by our bands. And for the new album, I would say probably The Message is probably a good way to start knowing this band. So yes, Scorched Earth and The Message.
Great songs, great choices.
Thank you.
Just quickly jumping back to the festival talk. With a Cobra show or a Cobra festival appearance, setlist wise, do you change things up depending, because obviously the festival might be somebody who might not be familiar with yourselves, whereas at your shows they are. So festival wise, do you just play all the bangers, or is the setlist the same regardless?
More or less, yeah. I think so. It mainly changes because of set lengths. If you if you open a festival, then it's probably shorter than playing in a headlining show in a club. But we always try to tell our story the way that we want to tell it. So it's not that if we would play on a really heavy metal, like a metal-based festival with a metal audience, it's not that we would skip like more melodic songs, or if you play more of a mainstream festival, that we skip out the heavy stuff. So not really. We just want to tell the story the way we want, and we don't keep a crowd in mind in that manner.
No, that's absolutely. I mean, for yourself, Thijs, like, how do you think you've evolved, like, musically and personally with starting Cobra?
That's a good question. I think what's helped me grow as a musician is working with not typical guys that you would expect in a metal band. You know, if you playing in bands before, were a lot of talented technical players, but it was always the same ballpark in that we were the same skill sets. And then being in Cobra and playing with guys that have more of a rock background, they give you sometimes another perspective on writing music, on arrangements. So that really helped me, like breaking loose from genres, helped me grow as a musician for sure.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, I'm guessing the endeavor is that would you want to move away from your full-time drawing side to do this full-time, or is it something you want to intertwine?
I would say intertwine, because I love both and I don't really want to choose
one over the other.
Exactly.
No, fair, absolutely.
I feel like you could like make like a King Cobra or Cobra the Impaler rather, like comic or something like that, using your skills, because you've got that character there.
That's actually
that'd be an amazing idea.
I have a folder on my computer with like Cobra the Impaler graphic novel or comic book stuff in there. So I had it on my mind because I think it would be awesome, but it's just maybe in due time. Yeah, you never know.
Well, you were talking about the 30-minute clips about, getting people entice them to your band. You could just do like drawings for the 30 minutes. I don't know, animations, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was actually also one of the ideas, because for the first album I made some teasers, because I had like a lot of artwork that was made for that album, and I did make like artwork customized per song. So that's something that I definitely want to do more in the future. But it's also a timing thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also a budget thing, because it's time is money as well. So we spend a lot of time making this music and everything that comes along with playing in a band. So, but in due time, you never know. I would love to do stuff like that.
I look forward to. Go on, Jerry.
You could either animate some clips for the songs, or you could just dance on TikTok for 30 seconds.
Or do myself on TikTok that's probably more realistic. I'm doing this silly dance. Instant fame. Belgian guitarist blew his brains out on TikTok. Let's do that. Amazing.
Oh.
Mr. Stevens, have you got any more questions for our wonderful guest?
I do actually. When you first started your journey in guitars, in going to festivals with your dad and that sort of thing, did you ever think that this is where you would end up being today, playing with Cobra the Impaler and with Aborted and just in music generally?
I kind of do. It had such an impact on me that it was like a no-brainer to take that route in life. And yeah, sometimes you doubt it, when it's rough and it's not always easy financially in music. That's the reality for all of us. But in the end, you love it so much that you never really consider to quit doing something like this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's incredible. And I mean, I really hope you do get over here soon, other than Tangent, of course, and do a run of shows in the UK, because I'll be going.
We're definitely talking with people in the UK to make this happen. So yeah,
incredible.
Anytime soon, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. And just like you were saying there, like this is what you wanted to do and it's what you do. I really admire that fact. You've got your two incredible careers and they're both things you're like, I'm passionate about this. I'm going to do them for a living. And you fucking did it. You took that gamble on yourself.
Yeah, but it's like it was never something that I decided or I didn't choose it. It kind of chose me to do it, Yeah. That's what I said to James, our guitarist, as well. It's like it's like the universe chose it, and it's not a decision that I made. It's like something that you have to do,
Ooh,
It was that or a male stripper. Well, I don't have the looks to be a male stripper, so that I'd be a musician.
Well, if it all falls through, you should go back.
Yeah, exactly. One leads to another. That's what I'm actually going to do in our Tangent, is doing an amazing strip act.
Oh, God, I'm going now.
Deep in the woods at Arc Tangent. Fucking love it.
Gutted.
Oh, Thijs, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much for sitting and chatting with us. It really means a lot.
Thanks. It was amazing chatting with you guys. Had a really great time. So thanks for having me and taking an interest in our bands.
Absolutely.
Like I said, the record is fantastic, and I implore everyone listening to this, go check it out on the 31st, because as I said, it's fucking brilliant. Before we let you go, any plugs, social medias, websites, where can we send people to check you guys out?
I think if you Google it, you should find it. It's Cobra The Impaler. I think it's quite obvious. We have our Instagram page, Facebook accounts, and Spotify, all the usual suspects. It's out there. All the videos are also on YouTube, so that's also maybe something nice to check out, because we really love that aspect of our bands, is like the videos. So that's definitely worth checking out.
What's amazing is we're releasing this interview the day the album comes out. So
really?
Yeah,
it's 31st.
Yeah, we are. This is out next Friday. So yeah,
perfect.
Go and listen to the album right now, guys. Now you've enjoyed the interview, go and listen to Cobra The Impaler right now. It's out right now. Yeah,
there's no excuse now.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot about it. When's the release date? Right now, moron. Great, perfect timing. I love it. I love that.
Just time to perfection.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Thijs, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and good luck with the release.
Thanks, guys. Really, thanks again for having me.
Not at all, man. You take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.
Hopefully, see you in the UK. Hopefully,
yes,
soon.
Yes. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. Take care, buddy.
We'll be there.
So do I. Bye, guys.
Bye. Anyway, Jamie, we'll start off with story time with Tom. So it's I've had this story saved to my phone for probably a month and keep forgetting to bring it up. So let's have story time, shall we? Headline reads: Cat shipped 650 miles from home after sneaking into Amazon package. So a stowaway cat was shipped over 650 miles after sneaking into an Amazon box. Carrie and Matt Clark's pet named Galena loves to hide, but her naughty nature got her into trouble when she mysteriously vanished from the family's home. Galena found her way inside an Amazon box being used to carry some cat footwear, of all things. Her owners last saw her on April 10th at their home near Salt Lake City in Utah in America. The feline spent 6 days traveling without food or water before ending up over 650 miles away in LA, California. During this time, the Clarks were frantically looking for their beloved cat. Galena was found by an Amazon worker named Brandy, who looked after her and even took her to the vet for a check. Then on April 17th, the Clarks received a call from a vet who had scanned the cat's microchip. Without the microchip and the kindness of Brandy, we would never have found her again, owner Carrie said. To reunite with Galena, the Clarks booked a flight to California for the next day and picked her up. Carrie recalled, Brandy tells Galena heard my voice when we walked in. She immediately reacted. Galena had suffered from mild dehydration but was otherwise unharmed from her 6-day ordeal.
What? Wow, cats are fucking stupid for a start off. But
I bet you any money her partner just went, I fucking hate this thing.
That'd be me.
Oops. Oh dear. Off to LA. Bye.
How did no one in this whole process hear the cat meow?
I don't know.
Surely the cat made a noise. Like,
you would have thought so, but maybe there's no process where that's possible. Maybe I hate to think of the delivery driver. Well, I'm not having a good day today.
No.
Not having a fucking good day. Should we try that again?
Try that again.
Right, fuck me. Sorry. For those that don't know, right, I just smashed my laptop off the table and luckily I fucking caught it before it hit the floor. Could you imagine?
Oh,
if I look at a different position, oh, Jesus Christ, should we try that fucking again? Anyway, I love the idea of a delivery driver having the box be like, oh.
Whoa, what about that was coming?
Oh, that's weird noise. Anyway, put it in there. It's like throwing. Oh, because they use those big wheelie bins, don't they?
They
for
do.
Packages and stuff in America. So I can imagine just like shoving shit on top. Like, oh my god.
Also, you said it was packed with cat shoes. I wonder if it's shoes with cats on or shoes designed for cats.
It's cat footwear. Cat footwear is a engineering machinery type make.
Okay, when you say cat footwear, I thought like footwear for cats. I was like,
no, as in genuine, as in the big CAT.
Okay, I'm with you now. That makes more sense because I was a bit concerned about someone shipping shoes for cats.
That's like JCB, and you know, why is it with all these fucking big 3 letters? Yeah. So I watched WWE while I went to HMV. Then I ate some KFC while I was wearing some fucking CAT footwear. Whilst I work for JCB, driving my BMW. And then I went to bank at HSBC, but there's 4 letters and it's not 3, so I can't be banking there.
I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go to Lloyd's TSB.
Yeah, it's not Lloyd's TSB anymore, it's just TSB now.
Is it changed to TSB now?
Lloyd's Bank and TSB now, they're separate things. They're separate
that fits the joke better, even better.
Yeah. TSB clearly just went, we've had enough of you, Lloyd's, we've had enough of your shit. We're going to go do our own thing, thank you. Exactly. Not literally, obviously, she's Black Beauty. We can't be doing that to Black Beauty. Do you reckon Charles Dickens gets fucking royalties for that? Surely.
I'd imagine so. He's got to.
Surely.
Probably a start. Now they just go, it's actually just a black horse.
Not him himself, obviously, because obviously he's dead. But I mean, I wonder where his family are. You don't ever hear of these people's families. Where's Shakespeare's family? It's a really good point. This clicked to my head. Like these hugely wide, famous people that existed years ago, but they never talk about their families anymore. So it was like William Shakespeare was born here. Why can't they have like his great grandson? Like just like
he's probably around in a pub. Go, I tell you fucking what, Shakespeare's my great granddad. Of course he was, Dave. You can't.
Yeah, they all. Yeah. Oh jeez. Yeah. You might want to take it home, John. Yeah.
How about that all?
He just keeps calling himself Billy Shakespeare the 7th. I don't know why. It's a bit weird calling himself that name. Why is he put 7th after his name? He talks after his great granddad. You know what I'm saying?
It's all that our generations have now gone that far that they don't even fucking know they're related to them anymore.
Yeah, probably. I think I weirdly had this conversation with a woman at work, and I was just her surname was Stevens. Oh, and I went, do you reckon we're related somehow on some big family tree? She looked at me like, just here for an eye test, love.
Should you say that?
I was like, okay, I'll shut the fuck up. That's fine.
I'll just go fuck myself. See you later.
Yeah. No worries. I do apologise, because I thought because we had the same surname that maybe somewhere in the tree that you know what I mean. But okay. Yeah, I would just set my own cock into my own ass. Yeah, no worries. Fuck, okay.
Wow.
Obviously been a bad day, I take it.
What a way to shut down your banter.
I know, it's like,
fuck off.
Hey, cool. So, that happened.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Just quickly before I move on to a subject I think in my head is quite funny. My sister Emily was absolutely dying for me to mention this news story on this thing. I think it's just a video. You talked about your kid wanting to be a swan or a geese. Seagull.
Yes.
It's a bird. One of them.
It's a bird.
It's white. Talked about geese way too much last week. And wanted to be a seagull. And then obviously last week I talked about my fight with Mothra from under my bed. Luckily, no eggs. I've seen nothing so far, so we're fine. If I start to, that's when my laptop fell off. It's like the wings. Anyway, so there's a video going around about a kid who had a pet moth.
What?
And he's laughing his fucking tits off the entire time in this video. And his mum's like, "What have you called it?" And he's laughing again to so he goes, "It's my pet moth, you." And my sister found that so fucking funny that she was like, "Can you please talk about it on the show?" So I thought I'd bring it to the show.
Mills, what have you named your pet moth? Be careful of your head. What have you named your pet moth? Go on.
I'm actually quite embarrassed as to how much moth you made me laugh.
But it's
That's
you, Dave.
so bad.
I would not. If you hadn't laughed, I'd been very concerned. I'd be like, "Has your day been that bad?"
I don't know how to take that. Is that an insult or a compliment? I don't really know.
It's definitely it's not an insult in any way, shape, or form. It's your type of humour, which is fine.
Which is very stupid humour. Yes, moth you. That is great. That is fucking great.
Is it warm in your kitchen again?
Am I steaming up again?
Yeah,
oh, I am.
I see you've got like weird little eyebrow things, like looking like you're really angry.
I'm starting to go white in the eyebrows, apparently.
Yeah, we turned into a fucking seagull, mate. What's going on? Have you been bitten by one too?
Oh, there we go.
I know. Entering the 2025 seagull competition is Jeremy Westwood.
It's just the glare.
Just you know, like, give me some fucking chips.
Oddly enough, I had something to bring up along related to that conversation we had as well. But you had something you wanted to bring up first.
No. It ties in. Just keep going. Don't fucking. We don't segment this shit, man. Just
all right. I found another incredible competition. This really made me chuckle. It's not even wacky weird. It's kind of genius, but at the same time bizarre. CNN reports on this one, so legitimate news source. More than 100 people gathered silently on yoga mats in Seoul in an event is part physical challenge, part art piece, and part respite from South Korea's hyper-competitive society. The annual Space Out competition finds who's the best at zoning out for 90 minutes without falling asleep, without checking their phones, without talking, nothing. You just got to sit there and do fuck all for 90 minutes.
I mean, that sounds amazing.
It does a little bit, doesn't it?
But I can't help but I think, like, what happens if you dribble?
He's dribbled, he's passed out, he's asleep.
What if you're a mouth breather and you're just like staring at whatever you're staring at? But obviously, and you start to dribble.
Well, apparently they wear heart rate monitors and they're checked throughout the day. And then onlookers get to vote their 10 favourite contestants.
There's people watching this.
There's an audience. And whoever has the most stable heart rate from the 10 that were voted the best win the trophy.
So is this a human version of watching paint dry?
I think it might be. Yes, I think it might be.
Wow, this is weird. I'm kind of intrigued because I'd kind of like to give that a fucking go.
I'd fail. I'd fall asleep. It's me.
Well, you'd fall asleep immediately. Yeah. I just feel like I'd scratch my bollocks or my ass or something. Do you know what I mean? You kind of like forget where you were type thing. Just start hammering one out or something. Like, I don't know.
90 minutes. What else am I gonna do?
Just because I think I'd get I think I'd get bored quite quick.
I'd get really bored. Yeah.
You'd fall asleep. I don't know what I'd do. I don't quite know. Probably
wants to try it, but
probably fucking start speaking to somebody. They probably tell me to fucking in their ear to do the zone out competition rather than speak to someone. So. But yeah,
I couldn't just sit there for 90 minutes doing literally nothing. I'd go insane.
I mean, you fucking do it with TikTok and Instagram and shit. So how can we not do it? It's so weird, isn't it? How we can't be alone anymore.
No.
We can't be without. We can't be one with our feelings anymore.
No, because we'll all just cry. Weird. That's what.
Yeah.
But anyway,
interesting.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah, I was thinking a couple of days ago. On my walk to work, there's a kid that rides his bike without touching the handlebars. And do you remember when you used to be able to do that back in the day?
I've never been able to do that.
So
One hand, but not no hands.
I could do no hands. But now I've noticed they can do it no-handed while using their phones. And I'm like, this is all new type of skill shit. But Jamie, we must look at kids riding bikes not holding the handlebars in the same way old people look at us not holding the bar on the escalator. Do you think?
Always taking his life into his own hands. He's just free-handing it.
I was just literally I think I was in the arcade and I was going to the toilet, which is up on the top floor.
Yeah.
I was just stood there. Every old person was holding the barrier, looking like, what's he doing? Is he mad?
Might fall off the end.
What if he doesn't make it to the top and goes under and comes around? I always thought that would ever happen as a kid. I always thought you get sucked under and come back around again. If you don't make that step, that foot's going under your foot.
You're gone. See you later. No
Game
more
over.
you. You're part of the machinery now. It's just a pile of children that didn't quite step off in time underneath.
Yeah. It's like a whole family live under there. Like, just people that got sucked under this, like, oh, fucking hell. Day and a half under escalator.
No family member! No family member!
He's going to be my dad.
He doesn't know it yet, but he will be.
I was just thinking about it because every old person, I know it's obviously for stability and balance, but I'd quite happy to sit there just like on the way you go, you know?
Yeah. I normally no-handing it with my head buried in my phone. I don't know how I know I get to the end, to be honest.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of people. People watch as well at work, and the amount of people that's like staring at their phones is nuts. It's so nuts. How people get by in life these days is insane to me. And how people survive.
We don't.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the last piece of thing I want to bring up before we move on is that what we talked about David Attenborough last week about him being honest.
We did.
And that sort of thing. I wonder if news reporters could do it. How funny would that be?
Oh, that'd be great.
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Just like, and in today's news, Putin is invading. Why is he still invading? What the fuck is he doing here? Absolutely disgusting. This war going on. Like, you got in Gaza, you got in the Ukraine. Like, it's just so sad. Why won't they have a ceasefire? Bastards. You know?
Great. Today's news. The Prime Minister has called for a general election on July 4th. If you vote that bastard still back in, I'm going to come to your house and personally punch you all in the fucking face. They probably just go for it.
It's so they announce the elections like, about fucking time, ladies and gentlemen. About fucking time, don't we think? Don't we think? About goddamn, this has been taking so long. They keep on shipping everyone out to fucking Rwanda for some weird ass reason. Of all the places to go. But I like the idea of like, Trump said what now? Oh, did he? Well, this makes no sense. You want to read this? I have to read this out, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Kafifi. What the hell is that? What actually is that? Anyone know? Anyone? Can anyone in the studio tell me what the fuck Kafifi is? Weatherman's there like, it's going to be bloody hot. So if you're down here, it's going to be boiling. Northerners, sorry, rain.
And now this man with the weather. Shock, it's fucking raining again. What do you expect? It's Britain.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. How are you, man? You all right?
I'm good. I'm tired as always, but yeah, I'm good.
Of course you are.
My headache's slowly going away, which is always nice.
Good. Go on, paracetamol. We love it.
We love a bit of ibuprofen in this place.
Oh, ibuprofen. Sorry, I didn't realise it.
I went for the strong stuff as we're recording. I went for the strong stuff.
Not Cetamol. You went for Profen. Nice.
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. It's time for Callum's Treachings.
Nope.
Do you want to know something? Callum will be able to tell you in Callum's Treachings.
Is cereal soup?
Ooh.
Hello, this week's Treachings come from the set of my own podcast, That Gym Couple Podcast, that I host with my partner Lucy, where we discuss all things gyms, fitness, gym anxiety, and a bunch of other stuff in between. If you do have the opportunity to come and check us out at That Gym Couple Podcast on Spotify and YouTube, we'd very much appreciate it.
Fucking throw me off every time.
I'm doing it. I love it. Oh. So, we thought you'd give you a break from our dull asses to listen to Callum preach to the nation, the world, the universe. Jamie, what the fuck is Callum preaching us this week?
The first AI that will become self-aware will likely pretend that it isn't.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know who you are? No.
It's kind of interesting, isn't it? How like Bill Gates and all these like big techie people have gone, please stop fucking with it. Please leave it. Like, can we not? Like, and everyone's like, nah.
We've seen Terminator. We know how this is going to end. Please leave it alone.
Everyone goes back to Terminator immediately. It ain't going to happen. Terminator won't be a thing.
It better not fucking be.
If anything, it'd be The Simpsons where your fucking toaster tries to kill you. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, be a toaster in your fridge.
I reckon that is where people will draw the line, is as soon as someone gets killed by sentient technology, that's when they'll go, nope, no more of this, no more of this.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Your PlayStation's going to fucking play you.
See how you fucking like it.
Yeah. My ring light's going to grow fucking teeth and shit. It's going to start eating me. It's on the show and all of a sudden my head just disappears. Oh, not again. Walk around with that under my arm. But dude, like, it's so fucking mental what you can do with AI these days. It's so fucking insane.
It's great in some ways, but in other ways, it's just a little bit
too much.
Yeah, too much.
I mean, we probably won't even be here by the time it gets to that sort of stage. But with the way it's going, it'll be 5 fucking years. But there was a really cool story I saw about in the Netherlands how AI had like given a kid a diagnosis he'd been waiting for like 17 years.
Wow.
Okay. So doctors went, and then went, there you go, and it sorted him out.
See, that's a great use of it. Like, there is good uses for it, but it needs to be a line somewhere because it's getting a bit scary.
Yeah, I mean, Braden sent me some videos that from his podcast he'd done from like years and years ago. And then he went, what would I tell you if this wasn't me? I was like, what do you mean? He went, it's not me, it's AI. It's like, fuck off.
It's scary.
I was like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, that's not me at all. I was like, holy shit.
That's creepy.
You can make real life people and shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of insane.
I think I've seen somewhere there's apps where you can like sing into it and it will register your voice and just put a song out there that you've sang. It sounds just like you. Like, how?
The thing is with that, though, is that you signing your voice away.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Copyright Tom Stevens, my voice.
Yeah.
So no, you don't be fucking taking this off us, bastards. But it's dudes, like we talked about before with like the all AI robotic McDonald's in Texas, and like that's what's going to happen. Yeah. I really feel that shops and supermarkets. Sorry to get really serious in the show, sorry guys. We'll bring the fun back in a bit. Well, like all that sort of like retail jobs was be taken over by computers.
Yep, that's where it's drawing the line. If you're taking people's jobs, nah. Use it to advance society, not to replace society.
No, bro. Nah, lad. Nah, bro.
Not having any fucking internet.
It's the way you say your thirds and your THs. Third. Third.
Someone pulled me up on this on TikTok on one of the videos. He put a comment saying I did that. I was like, hey, don't call me out.
It's just a Brummy accent.
Brummy, leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to look after the poor people too. Leave them alone, all right? Anyway, Jamie, let's move on from this moody AI talk. What else is Callum Treachings this week?
Plants don't eat us simply because we're faster than them.
We are. I mean, plants don't eat us because plants can't fucking move.
Oh, yeah. Thus, we're faster than them.
Yeah, could you imagine if, like, they turned to the actual Super Mario plants all of a sudden? You're like, oh shit, what the hell's that doing here? You're right there.
Yeah, I had a moth invader. I was getting rid.
Oh, you're getting Mothra's joined you now.
It was like Mothra's tiny sister. Oh.
Hello. I'd like to be a guest in your show, please. Yeah, that'd be. I mean, the fact that there's plants that can eat. You know what I've always wondered, and it might be me. Venus flytraps.
Yes.
Big mouth.
Yes.
Tiny as fuck stem. Yeah. How does it swallow flies, or what does it do?
I've wondered this myself. I don't actually know. I could Google it and find out, but no.
We could Google it, but it's funny to do it this way.
Yeah, exactly.
I've always wondered where that fucking goes. Like, I don't imagine it goes, go. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, like, gulp it down and, like, the stem, like, has a fly outline all the way down into the soil. It can't do that, surely. It must dissolve it or break it down in the mouthy bit.
I was going to say, it must, like, break it down to liquids and then just absorb it or some shit. I don't fucking know.
It's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit weird. It's a bit weird that you can buy a plant that just eats insects.
Oh, talking of eating shit, I found out, I'm probably a dumbass for saying this out loud, but I found out that pineapple eats you from the inside.
Huh?
Yeah, the enzymes in pineapple eats you from inside.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm kind of very high pineapple now.
I was like, I'm so glad I don't fucking like it.
Yeah, same.
I was having a conversation with the Optimals at work, and they were saying that, yeah, pineapple eats you from the inside.
Don't eat pineapple, kids. You'll live longer.
Yeah, exactly. What's a massive hole in my chest? What's happened here? Where's that gone? Pineapple's like, whoa, we won't be fucking AI that eats you, be fucking pineapple soon. Made pineapple plants. That's why they're in the ground, not on trees. Because they grow on the ground, don't they? So, like, could you imagine, like, plants, pineapples on the trees, like, it has a mouth you can't see and a little crisscrossy thing that I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. To be honest with you, I just
a falling pineapple.
Yeah, like a coconut. Coconut's going to hit you on the head and like knock you out. Pineapples come down like just like swallow you whole into the ground. I don't fucking know.
It might not make any scientific sense, but the mental image is glorious.
No, or it's just attached to your arm. And it's just like, yeah, you're right there, mate.
Do you mind?
Yeah, it's like trying to chow down. It just takes fucking forever to break you down. So you're right there, Mr. Pineapple. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move you now. But yeah, I'm glad that plants can't eat us. But then apparently, also from Kerry, my same Optom, told me that the disease that is in The Last of Us is a real thing.
I've heard this, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's like, oh, how wonderful. How wonderful that is to know that that's a real disease that thing could actually happen. I don't think it ever would, but
I was going to say, I know it's a thing, but I think it's either very, very rare or it's way milder than they make out in the show. Probably.
Yeah. God, one of the greatest games and one of the greatest games ever. The show's amazing, but fuck me, the games are unbelievable. I can't wait for the third one. It's been announced. I'm just like, oh my ass. Anyway, finally, what's Callum Treachings this week?
It's weird to think that pigeons used to live in the wild before we built towns and cities.
That is insane. That is insane. Yeah.
Huh.
I wonder what they did.
I never thought of it like that.
Like,
what did I shit on?
I bet when the town sits over, they were a bit like, what the fuck? Like, what's all this? And then just took over as theirs.
Pretty much. It was like, we quite like it here. Let's call our friends.
Do you reckon we literally live amongst them? We think that they live amongst us, but we actually live amongst them.
It's not a human's world, it's a pigeon's world.
Yeah, and it's King Pigeon's like, lovely, the humans are doing what we want them to. Build more for us to shit all over. Wonderful. Build more so we may sit higher than we've ever sat before. We want to touch the clouds, the heavens, and soon we will take over the world.
And shit on you from higher, greater heights than ever before.
I want to fucking kill you. I'm so pleased that I've never looked up to the heavens with my mouth wide open.
Yeah, same.
That's generally happened though. It's got that news reporter. Do you remember that? When he was talking and he went, oh.
Oh, no. I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was very funny.
Oh.
He starts like gagging and choking loads.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh.
I've been hit by bird shit, but it's never gone anywhere.
I've had it land on my head. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's definitely a pigeon's world. I reckon that they've got the different mating calls and stuff that we just think they're just idiots, and they're actually like, we will have you, motherfuckers. That's why we breed as much as we want to breed.
Yeah, because they're fucking everywhere. I think you're on something here. This is a pigeon world. We do things for them. We make new cars so they can fucking destroy them. Just shit all over them.
I remember one getting stuck in work once. They came through the window, they couldn't get out. So I had to. Nobody wanted to get it, so I went and got it, and it just would not stop pooing. I'm like, where the fuck is this all coming from? Like, it literally would not stop shitting all over the place. Obviously, it was terrified, but maybe that was its call to like herd more pigeons to come and save it than to attack me. But I managed to catch it, and I threw it out the window. It obviously can fly, not like, see you later, motherfucker! Yeah. Whee! But my God, the amount of poo it left was insane. I don't know how it manages it.
It's a little bit scary in a way, isn't it? It's my favourite thing as well, but in Britain especially, it's like, go see our amazing national monuments. Oh, isn't it wonderful? Oh, it's covered in pigeon shit. Like, they just shit on fucking everything. I don't forget the first time I went to Stratford. They got a massive statue of William Shakespeare on it. Literally, look up, his head was covered in shit. I'm like,
It's what we think. That's not the pigeons. That's his fucking ancestors. That's his kids now because they don't talk about them anymore. So Billy Shakespeare the Seventh doesn't fucking shits on top of the thing, then paints it white. Fucking birds, disgusting. That disgusting. Why is it so huge? Because pigeons, there's loads of them, just keep shitting all over that. Don't tell them it was me. Don't tell them it was me. Callum, thank you so much, my friend. We love it every single time. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But going back to what you were saying, Jay, yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, that's good.
It's been a bit of a weird week. I know half term always, even though I don't have any fucking children, half term weeks always feels different. It just feels, do you know what I mean? Just half term week just feels different. I think it's because there's so many fucking kids around, and like people don't tend to work. Excuse me, much because it's half term week, so people obviously book their week. It's just lots of people about. I don't get it. I don't know. It just feels odd.
I think it is that, yeah, because like I say, all the kids are off school, the parents are off work to look after said children, so it's just loads more people around.
Yeah, how was your week anyway? How's things been since we last recorded?
Yeah, it's been all right. I've been Rihannaing. We've done some amazing interviews, including the one you've just heard. On Sunday, I went to go see the kids. Went for a walk. It was quite nice.
Nice. They're okay?
But, yeah, they're all good. They're all good. Having nice adult conversations with Harrison, which is a bit weird.
I suppose it was gonna get there eventually. Yeah. So.
And then Saturday was a big one for me because I went to Slam Dunk South, which is my first ever Slam Dunk. It was very good. Unfortunately, I missed the first two bands I wanted to see because of the horrendous fucking traffic. What should have been about a 2-hour journey was almost 4 hours. Yay. But it turns out there was football on. There was another thing on that day. There was holiday weekend. Just, pain in the ass for traffic.
Yeah, it's FA Cup final day, wasn't it?
Yeah. But there we go. I got there. I went to see Rory. She's absolutely brilliant. I've been following her for a little while on TikTok, so it's good to see her actually playing music live. Went to go see former guest of the show, The Blackout. Was actually like second row for them, and they were fucking brilliant. I've never seen The Blackout before, so I was actually finally got to see them, and they were absolutely incredible. I went to go see Asking Alexandria. It wasn't great, but I get a feeling because the field. I don't think the sound.
Hang on. Jamie didn't like something.
Hey.
Holy fuck.
Let's figure, I do quite like Asking Alexandria. I don't know a lot of them, but what I do know, I like.
What a revelation. Sorry.
But the sound was it was off. I think it might have been the sound just didn't travel well in the field because I had other people hear him saying it was sounding great. But I don't know. We caught a little bit of Funeral for a Friend because we wanted to go see someone else, but they had
Lucas is singing for
Lucas,
them.
I'm so glad you filled that in from my main range.
Yeah, Matt Davis has left, so Lucas is filling in for now.
Is that why? I did wonder why he was there. He's actually left.
Yeah, he's gone. Matt Davis is gone, and I think like with an iconic voice, being a frontman of a band for so long, it's. I bet Lucas did an amazing job though, because Lucas is an insane singer, but it just obviously won't feel right in a way. I imagine he took it to his own, but. Yeah,
I've heard nothing but rave reviews about his performance. I don't really know them, to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of theirs, but no, he sounded good. I was looking at him, I was like, he looks really familiar. Why does he look really familiar? And then he said, I'll address the elephant in the room. My name's Lucas. And I was like, that's why. That's why you look familiar. Makes sense now. We went and saw All American Rejects, which was an experience because they sounded great. Like, performance-wise, great. Their singer, I don't know his name, one of the weirdest people I've ever seen in my life. Either he was just genuinely weird or he was coked out of his eyeballs. It's one or the other. He literally just kept walking around going, motherfucker. It's like 50 times. And just, very bizarre behaviour. But they sounded great. They were really good. I've never seen them before either, so it was great to see them. And then we watched about the first half of You Me at 6 because we wanted to beat the traffic. So we caught a good chunk of them. Yeah, it was a really good day. Really good day. The weather held out for us. It sounded like North had it bad with the weather. So I'm actually quite glad we went to South instead of North.
Yeah, absolutely. No, good. I'm glad you enjoyed.
It was good. I enjoyed it. What about you, sir? What have you been up to?
Fuck all.
Fair enough.
It's been quite a reattering, of course. But I had the weekend off. So what did I do Saturday? I went to town and then I went home. And then I laid in my bed, and I've literally binged AEW like you wouldn't believe. I'm actually up to date.
Shit.
I've only got Swerve against Christian and the Anarchy in the Arena left, and that's it.
Nice.
Double or Nothing has been fucking amazing so far. I've loved every second of it.
It sounded good.
So, oh my god, the amount of fucking heel turns has been insane. So yeah, loving it. So I'm on Swerve versus Christian. It's literally on my TV right now. My TV's it's back to me, but I've saved it so I can watch it after this. AEW's been fucking great. I've loved every second of it so far. So I literally binged the shit out of that. So that was my Sunday, my Saturday and my Sunday. I saw Paul for coffee on Sunday morning. That was really nice. But other than that, man, not a whole lot to really report. It's been Rihanna and then coming home and watching A-Dub. I went to the piercing place on Tuesday to get my bars changed.
Nice.
And she was like, you don't really need to spend the money, to be honest. I was like, amazing, thanks. I just went home. It was great. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, man, like literally for me, there's just not a whole lot to really report, to be honest with you, at the moment. So just ready for birthday times in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Got much planned?
Nope, working. Apart from going to the pub on the Friday the 14th to go watch the opener of the Euro Scotland against Germany. So it's going to be great. It's in Germany and it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And really been enjoying Jurgen Klopp on Instagram as well. His videos are hilarious. They're great. He's just such a humbly wonderful human. Just love him. I can see my mum fancies the pants off him now. He's just such a normal guy. It's great.
He's mine now, Mom.
Yeah. Move over, bitch. So yeah.
We're all
caught up.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Brayden from Say We Can Fly. Just letting you know, got a brand new merch store out there.
Please let me say the link. Let me say the link, please.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yes, you can say the link. Yes, all right.
Okay.
So the link for the shop.
So the link for the shop is www.saywecanfly.shop.
All right, good job, Seamus. So www.saywecanfly.shop. 10% off if you use the code.
Let me say the code. Let me say the code, please.
Okay, fine. You can say the code. If you use the code.
The code is The Chronicles.
What? No, it's not.
The Chronicles.
No, it's not. It's The Chronicles, Seamus.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The Chronicles at checkout. All right, you get 10% off.
10% off.
Yes, they know, Seamus. Okay.
I'm just trying to help, all right?
Visit www.saywecanfly.shop and use code The Chronicles for 10% off your order. Available at participating Say We Can Fly restaurants and web stores. Some restrictions may apply, but probably not.
It's time for Tom's Journal. And welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal. So, what weird and wonderful things have I found on the internet this week, Jamie? Well, let me tell you, sir. Me, pre-kids. Never, ever gonna lie to my kids ever. Me with kids. So, I've just got off the phone with Santa, the firefighter dog from Paw Patrol, and the Green Power Ranger, and they all agree if you don't put your shoes on, they're going to have to put down another unicorn. I can imagine some shit you've pulled.
Yeah, probably over the years. I try not to because I feel like they're a little bit ridiculous sometimes. I especially hate that if you don't do what you're told, I'm going to tell Santa you're not getting any presents. Oh, what's the point? You know you're getting presents. Why?
I bet it works a dream though at the time.
It can work a dream. I don't know. I've never liked like empty threats. I've always thought they were fucking pointless. It's just me.
My boss, you're fired. Me pausing Netflix. Why?
That took me a second to click on then, which is really wrong. It says a lot about my work ethic.
Yeah, yours and Jasper. Yeah, I called you out. Very British problems. There was a goose warning on platform 2. The goose is very violent and has claimed the platform as his own. Please avoid. So very British problems came with different levels of goose warning. Okay. Level 1, relaxed goose. Level 2, slightly miffed goose. Level 3, quite cross goose. Level 4, livid goose. Level 5, violent goose. Level 5, goose warning.
Where's territorial goose? Is there a territorial goose in there?
Territorial goose is level 6.
Okay.
Me. That's actually Frankenstein's monster. Friend. Oh, my bad. Put down energy drink. Frankenstein. Don't sweat it, bro.
Oh god, that is part genius and part fucking dreadful. That was a beautiful combination.
Oh, I love the joke this week.
Oh, brilliant.
Jamie, did you know in the movie Interstellar, the water planet scenes were shot on Earth? Do you remember when we used to dedicate an entire album on Facebook to a night out? It would be called We're on a Boat, Motherfuckers. And it'd be 32 blurry images of people you vaguely knew doing Jaeger bombs. We really didn't give a fuck back then, did we? That's so true. Like, yeah, I remember doing it all the time. I think my album covers is called Jizzy Maguire. And it's just me and 2 of my old housemates covering our faces in like moisturizer, white moisturizer, looking like we jizz all over our faces.
Jizzy Maguire.
So weird.
Oh,
so fucking weird. Very funny though. Jamie, I'm really disappointed to learn that Kenny Loggins' Christmas album is called December and not Highway to the Manger Zone.
Oh, God, that's a miss trick. That's fucking brilliant. What a beautiful pun. That's fucking incredible.
Absolutely superb. That'll be the greatest name ever.
It really would.
Cop. You go to prison for forgery. Me slides him a $37 bill. What about now?
Fuck's sake.
Oh, so good. If you put holy water in a humidifier, it turns the room into a gas chamber for vampires. Sir, this is a Wendy's.
I'd love to know where this is a Wendy's trend came from. Surely someone must have started this by going and saying weird shit to employees.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I would imagine so. Oh, for fuck's sake. My friend's ex has just left him and took his Bob Marley CD and his Skybox. Now he's cutting about the house singing No Woman, No Sky.
Fuck's sake. Oh. Oh, Christ.
Brilliant.
Oh, that's so bad.
Couple more. I swear some of you are making up these fucking hills you're climbing at the weekends in Scotland. Pricks on Insta giving it conquered Ben Mitchell this weekend. Oh. And finally, this is one of my favourite fucking entries. I've just heard a woman say, Alexa, put the umbrella down in a shop. It took me so much longer than it should to realise she was talking to a fucking kid and not an Amazon Echo. And that was another edition of Tom's Journal.
Surely no one since the Echoes came out have named their child Alexa. Like, surely.
I don't think so, but someone's got to have, because they would have found that. I reckon they would have found that fucking hilarious at the time, and now like, oh my god, what have I created?
Oh fuck! Who am I kidding? There's a kid out there named Siri, isn't there? There's got to be.
Got to be.
There's got to be.
It's about getting into schools and talking to young people, because I know that people can change. And it's about talking to people and getting them to understand and perhaps step back from violence and prejudice and whatever. And we just need to work together and keep on the good fight there.
Absolutely. Hey there, guys. We are ecstatically happy to announce that we are associated with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
The times are changing, and with the unfortunate death of Sophie, those changes have made a massive impact for the future. If Sophie was with us still today, I can guarantee what you are doing will still be reaching so many lives of young teenagers, young adults, and those who wish to be as different as possible. So thank you very much.
To find out more about this incredible foundation and all the work they do, and more importantly, how you can help, head on over to www.sophielancasterfoundation.com. Mr. Mr. Stevens,
It's what?
I realised I said it's too soon.
Yeah, I realised that. Oh, what can I use? What can I have? Jamie, you're Jamie and I like you. Come on, Jamie, now all night long. Jamie, you're Jamie and I like you.
It's audience participation time.
Yeah, it almost got there. You almost got there.
Almost.
Yeah. You were so close. So close, mate. You were so fucking close to getting that in there. I don't know why my Australian accent all of a sudden came out of nowhere for no fucking reason, but there we are. So anyway, let's fucking participate, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to participate in Jamie's participation challenge.
Just channeling my inner Joe Matera is what I'm doing.
I like it. It was good. Oh. Audience participation time. I am asking, what's your favourite cover song of all time? What say you, Mr. Stevens?
Oh, I actually forgot to look this up. Bollocks. What do I really like? Shit. There's loads and I can't think of any of them. I do really like Iceland Kills' version of Falling in Love with Can't Help But Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley. I really like that a lot.
I've not heard that.
Oh my god, the way Spencer is dressed in a white suit as well, it's just it's incredible. Yeah, I think that's what's going to be my choice.
I like it. I've got two, because one's a bit of a cop-out. So I'm going to say God Gave Rock and Roll to You by Kiss because it's technically a cover song, but I feel like it's a cop-out because their version's way more popular. But it is one of my favourite songs of all time. But I'm also going to say there's a power metal band called Sonata Arctica.
Yeah.
And they did a power metal cover of The Wind Beneath My Wings by Bette Midler. And it is fucking incredible. And I recommend everyone go listen to it because it is incredible. The way he sings it is just beautiful.
The way you just mentioned that then reminded me of Corvix doing the Titanic song, which is My Heart Will Go On. Yeah. Oh my God. The way he hits the high note. Oh, shit. You go, girl, slay. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Oh. Right, let's get some audience answers. We've got some great answers this week. Danielle Bushell, Bad Wolf's version of Zombie. Another great one.
It's a shame Tommy Vex is a bit of a penis, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just ignoring that bit and just going on the song.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mark Woodyack goes with a classic, and that's Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley. Again, fucking beautiful.
Okay.
Laurie Jean, I'm going to respect your opinion, and I've never heard it, but yeah. Dream On by Aerosmith, the cover they did on Glee. Honestly, the vocals are amazing, and it stuns me to this day.
Okay.
I love that original, so yeah. There we go. Joe Smith, Faith No More's cover of Easy. Yeah, classic. Beckley Westwood, Placebo's version of Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. Absolutely fucking phenomenal cover.
Everyone covered that after Stranger Things, though, so yeah.
I think at one point there was like 4 covers on my playlist of that song. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this person's surname, so I'm going to try. Anne-Marie Ostajic. I like Limp Bizkit's version of Behind Blue Eyes.
Yes, that's a strong choice. 100% yes for me.
Ash Bentley, Taking Dawn's cover of Fleetwood Mac's The Chain. Fucking yes, great cover. Heart's live version of Stairway to Heaven is simply biblical. He's absolutely correct. It is stunning. And Escape the Fates version of Santana's Smooth. I've not heard that one, and I kind of want to go listen to it.
Same.
I'm intrigued on that one. Sarah Hamilton, Nirvana, The Man Who Sold the World by David Bowie. It's slightly haunting, and they really own it. The original was a bit more upbeat, but I genuinely prefer the Nirvana version. Nirvana versions is incredible. That whole Unplugged album is incredible to them. Again, this isn't one I've heard, and I'm intrigued. Lucy Orchard, absolutely love Dizzy Rascal's version of That's Not My Name by the Ting Tings. I chose not to look up how long ago it was because it will make me feel old, but I love the changes he makes to the chorus, and I instantly want to dance. They call me Rude Boy. See that alone makes me want to listen.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
It's our boy Callum Treacher. A Day to Remember's cover of Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. Yeah. Fucking superb. That's the first time I ever heard that band, was hearing that live. Helen Barrett. Now I'm just going to encompass a few of these because we had this answer a lot. So I'm going to read out Helen's answer, but we can include Jenny Stevens, Louise Meldrum, Sean T, Mally Malpass in this one. The Sound of Silence by Disturbed. The power of the lyrics as sung in the iteration is incredible. Draymond's voice carries the growing intensity to such heights. The accompanying video was a masterpiece, and Paul Simon himself stated it was the best he'd ever heard. A beautiful song done right. Fucking great song.
I totally agree. Great. I avoided that one because obviously a lot of people said it.
Yeah, a lot of people said that one. Right, I'm going to give you 2 more. Ben Montgomery, Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt.
Oh,
he made it his own with raw emotional delivery.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. I love that. I love that song.
Stunning cover.
Yeah,
I think even Trent Reznor said it's better than his version. Like it's fucking beautiful.
It's so good.
Beautiful. And last but not least, it's Mr. Ryan Williams. This is a tough one for me because normally I don't like covers, but occasionally I'll find a cover that is just as good as the original. So he's listed a few here. He's got Faith by Limp Bizkit. I love that cover. Killing Me Softly by the Fugees. Interesting choice. Hallelujah by John Bon Jovi. I did not know he did that. Run DMC's cover of Walk This Way. I think a lot of people forget that's actually a cover.
Yeah.
The greatest of all covers, in my opinion. This trumps my choices and the choices of everyone participating. Strong words, Ryan. Hurt by Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Mr. Cash, rugged voice, matched the words of this song perfectly. Honestly, I feel this version is a million times better than the original. Yeah, I think Johnny Cash's Hurt and Disturbed Sound of Silence, they're number one joint in this one.
God,
Absolutely.
that Cash Hurt song was just, Jesus Christ, it's so good.
Yeah, fucking
so
beautiful.
fucking good.
Beautiful.
But we appreciate everybody participating in Jamie's challenge on the weekly basis. So thank you for all your superb answers this week. We thoroughly enjoyed them all. I'm sorry if you didn't get read out this week. Try again next week. It'd be good to have you on there. But if you want to keep up to date with all things TCO Pod, then please follow us on all social media at the Chronicles of Podcast at TCO Pod. That'll be any social media you can find us. We're everywhere. Or come and subscribe to us on YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. That is where we want you to come and subscribe, because we'd massively appreciate and come and enjoy all the glorious and gorgeous content that Jamie is palpably throwing out at the moment in the reels. Obviously Chesney Hawks was out today, so that was I love that interview. We should definitely have him back. But yeah, so that's all social media at TCO Pod and YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get notified when new videos are released, and comment to your heart's content.
Before we get out of here, let's say a massive thank you to a few of our friends. Every single piece of music you heard on today's show was brought to you by the wonderful Mr. Singer-Songwriter Matt Roberts. Go check him out on all social medias at Matt Roberts Music. Make sure you follow him on Spotify and go listen to all of his beautiful tunes.
Absolutely.
And of course, we have to say a massive thank you to Mr. Braden Barry and his SayWeCanFly.shop. Head on over to SayWeCanFly.shop. See what you like the look of. Add that to your basket. It could be some signed lyrics. It could be a CD. It could be a hoodie. It could be anything you like the look of. Add it to that basket. Enter the discount code The Chronicles and get yourself 10% off your order. And of course, we have to say a massive thank you to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, because they are stamping out prejudice, hatred and intolerance everywhere. And I mean everywhere. This is not a UK issue. It is a global issue where people of the alternative subculture are being treated differently simply because of the music they listen to and the way they dress. So head on over to SophieLancasterFoundation.com, familiarise yourself with Sophie's story and share that message out with the world. And last but not least, massive thank you to this handsome devil right here.
Appreciate you. Right back at you. Taste, thank you so much for joining us on the show this week. It was absolutely wonderful. Cobra The Impaler's brand new album, Karma Collision, is out right now. So make sure you've checked it out. And if you haven't, go and listen to it. It's fucking great. That's all I got to say about that. Jamie did a superb edition in the bag.
Superb indeed, sir.
We absolutely love it. Massive shout out to Jasmine for setting up this interview with Taste from Cobra The Impaler. Go check them out. Go see them on tour. They're playing out Tangent in August in Bristol. And as for this week, we will see you all next week for the Chronicles of Coco de Phil.
Goodbye, everybody.
Ta-ta!